Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are once again going to the Championship. You will may have seen the previous video we did looking at a few of the Championship shirts. There's some really pretty decent kits out there at the moment, and sort of as we draw to a close of looking at a lot of the club shirts, there's a few that sort of stood out that I thought would be worth looking at. So we've got 4 shirts in this video. The thumbnail suggests a good range of teams. We're going to kick off in South London with one of the alternative shirts for Charlton Athletic. And you will recall we looked at the home shirt recently, and here we go. We've got blacks, yellows and greens. Very much Jamaican vibes going on with this colour scheme. And I actually really quite like this. There's a few little things on this shirt that make me smile, just probably because they're things that I haven't necessarily seen. Now, the first thing I want to draw your attention to is that collar. It's quite an interesting collar. I'm not going to say we've not seen this styling before, but I think it's quite interesting, almost the shaping of that. Normally it's like more of a sort of a V element there, but you can see here we've got that lovely little bit of green going in there, that soft yellow going through, the yellow pinstripe on the sleeves. I really like these little nods to the Reebok there in the green on the sleeves there. And I love these sort of panels on the shoulder there, which I really like, that sort of complement those side panels there. And you've obviously got the yellow and the green coming through on those side panels there. Charlton Athletic do have this back sponsor, University of Greenwich there, which is always, I guess, just makes it more challenging for the kit man, doesn't it? And there's a sort of this underlying pattern on the black there, which is quite a nice abstract pattern there. Don't quite know what it is. And then you've obviously got that monochrome crest and the Reebok there and that very white RSK logo. So there you go. Quite a nice little number there. Let us know what you think in the comments. That's Charlton Athletic. We're going to go a little bit up the coast to Suffolk and to Ipswich. We've got one of the alternative Ipswich shirts here. And we've got this lovely grey and blue number here. Now, I do like this shade of blue a lot. We've got an interesting design pattern going on there. That beautiful halo. New sponsor on there. Subtle nods to that blue across on the shoulders there. Very faint pinstripe on this sort of double layered cuff there, which I quite like. A very traditional sort of crossover V-neck collar there. I don't quite know what this is there. It's a bear logo there. Now, I'm not sure what that is. I do know of a Welsh brewery that has a bear like that, but I'm pretty certain that's probably not their sponsor. Pretty plain back there. But what I love is sort of like some of the Premier League clubs do. We've got that slight alternative crest there. So they've pulled that beautiful horse from the Ipswich crest there, which I quite like. So let us know what you think. An interesting design, a nice colour combination in my opinion. Now I'll overlay the details. These kits have come from Kit MM. I'll put full website links in the description, and I'll overlay there the website so you can see all the shirts that are available. And as I say, these ones came from there so that we could have a look at these designs. Now we're heading to the south coast. We're heading to Southampton. And as someone who does a few cruises, I do like this P&O Cruises logo. So there you go there. Now look at this beautiful number there. You're not going to miss this one, are you? This is, I think it's possibly the away shirt, but you've got this beautiful white and blue vertical pattern here. Not that it goes or extends into the sleeves. You've got a nice solid black half and half there. I think, yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting. There's a lot going on here with those black lines as well to get that sponsor logo and the Puma and everything sort of lining up. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I think this would actually work well without the sponsor. Traditional V-neck collar there again. That black is coming through, little logo on the back, and then you've got, like you see on a few shirts, that pattern's been brought around the bottom half, leaving a nice big space for the Championship name set. I like this. I think it's, you know, it's a standout shirt for me. I've always liked Southampton shirts, and they've had this sort of style and patterning for their home shirts, so I really like that one. Now, the final shirt, we are going back up to Norfolk area, Norfolk and Suffolk area, and it's a pink shirt, and I do love a pink shirt, and it's one of the alternative shirts for Norwich City. And here we go. Look at this beautiful number there. Got this lovely patterning going on here with these softer shades of this sort of, I don't know if it's a crimson, you can see it more down here on the sort of hem on the bottom of it, and down these side panels. It's sort of slightly an off-red maroon, but then you've got these different shades of pink there with sort of a slightly abstract floral pattern there. They've carried that colour through to a half and half, slightly interesting shape on the sleeves, if I can get my hand in there. Sort of almost like a half cornered rectangle there, and that's carried through on a very traditional rounded collar, but also through onto the badge there, which I quite like. A pretty hideous sponsor on the back there, but there you go. Not a lot you can do about that. So yeah, a really decent shirt. So there you go, guys. As I say, always nice to see some of the lower teams, or sort of lower league shirts, shouldn't say lower teams, because there's some real corking designs out there, and often we don't give them enough appreciation. As always, guys, if you haven't already, do give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, we really would appreciate the subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back with another video very soon. Cheers, guys.